They told you humans are omnivores, but what if that was never true? Our guts, our teeth, and even our ancient tools all scream one thing: we're fat hunters, not salad eaters. Stay with me, because this is changing everything about how we eat. Hey everyone, my name is Marc Bates. I'm a metabolic health coach, and this is part of my question and answer series. Humans were never omnivores. The shocking truth about your digestive system. Okay, let's get to the question. Most nutritionists classify humans as omnivores, capable of thriving on both plant and animal foods. You're suggesting something fundamentally different, that we're facultative carnivores, specifically adapted for fat hunting. What anatomical evidence first convinced you that this conventional classification is wrong, besides me stumbling over words? The assertion that humans are not generalized omnivores, but rather facultative carnivores adapted for fat hunting, is supported by a compelling array of anatomical, physiological, and archaeological evidence. Several features stood out to researchers and clinicians as evidence against the conventional omnivore classification. So let's get into it. There are some key anatomical and physiological pieces of evidence. One is the gut morphology, right? Humans have a long intestine and a relatively short large intestine or colon, the opposite of herbivores, who require large colons for fermenting plant fiber. This mirrors the digestive tract layout found in carnivores, not plant-eating primates like chimpanzees. Stomach acidity. Human stomach acid is exceptionally acidic, more so than most carnivores. This high acidity likely evolved to deal with the bacterial load from consuming aged or scavenged meat. Okay? 3. The shoulder and postcranial morphology. So, Homo erectus showed anatomical adaptations for endurance running and spear throwing, key for hunting. For example, did you know that chimps can't or birds can't shrug their shoulders, right? But humans can't fly because we don't have wings. Because the ability of the shoulder to throw. And did you ever see a chimp try to throw a ball? It's always underhanded, right? They don't have the ability to throw overhanded like a baseball player. Okay, so throwing spears is a key human trait. These changes are not seen in other primates and indicate specialization for persistence hunting and projectile weapon use. Mastication, chewing apparatus, your teeth, right? People always say, "Oh, we can't be carnivores. We don't have big canines." Well, humans have smaller jaws and reduced chewing musculature, suitable for eating soft, nutrient-dense meat rather than tough, fibrous plants. Now think about it, right? The upland mountain gorilla has giant canines, but they're 100% herbivorous, right? What did they use those canines for? For ripping apart tough plants to get to the fibrous material so they can chew it. Aha, you don't necessarily need carnivores to be a gigantic canines to be a carnivore. And what about things like wolves and lions and tigers? Well, they have large the canines because their hunting style is to normally grab onto the throat of the animal they're hunting and hold tight until it chokes and dies. Right? They don't just kill it right away. It takes them a few seconds to kill it. So they need to be able to fight while it's struggling. The canines dig into the flesh and allow their jaws to remain tight in there, keeping the throat closed. Right? We don't need that because we've got spear throwing and other adaptations. Okay, adipocyte morphology and energy metabolism. Like other carnivores, humans show adaptations in fat storage and metabolism that reflects reliance on dietary fat for energy rather than carbohydrates. Okay, let's keep going here. Genetic and evolutionary clues. FADS, F-A-D-S, gene adaptations. Evidence shows human genome changes to favor fat metabolism, while chimpanzees show adaptations for sugar metabolism. That's a key point there. And then protein ceiling. Humans can't survive on protein alone, where a lot of carnivores can survive on a lot more protein than humans can. Excess protein leads to nitrogen toxicity. This means dietary fat had to be the primary energy source, especially during lean times. Okay? So you got to look at all these things. Okay, archaeological and behavioral evidence. Okay, so there's a preference for fatty prey. Early humans selectively hunted for the fattest animals, carried fatty parts back to camp, and even boiled bones to extract fat. Tool use timeline shows that stone tools designed for plant processing appear only about 40,000 years ago, while evidence of meat-based hunting tools dates back to 1.5 million years or so. Isotope analysis. Stable nitrogen isotope studies of fossilized human collagen show that early humans ate diets nearly indistinguishable from apex carnivores, right? So obviously there's a lot of evidence there. Okay, so summary here. Why the facultative carnivore classification fits. So a facultative carnivores are animals that can eat plants but thrive best on animal-based diets. Unlike obligate carnivores, for example, cats, humans can survive on plant foods but evolved to preferentially hunt fat-rich animals. Okay? This is supported by anatomy, physiology, genetics, and archaeology, together painting a consistent picture that humans evolved as fat-seeking apex predators, only later adopting plant-based fallback foods in the post-Ice Age period. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope that gave you some more information. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the appropriate section. And if you have ideas you'd like me to cover, this is a community. We're here to try and help everyone learn and keep up to date on this. So let me know if you've heard something that you want me to look into. I appreciate that. And as always, if you haven't done so, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot of people. And if you share this with somebody who needs it, you might be helping them a great deal. So thank you very much.